Teacher evaluations, the subject almost led to a walkout of educators in our public schools amidst growing fears over the loss of federal funds.
Even principals weren't too happy with the plan that some called unrealistic and impractical. But new tonight, a compromise among those at the top. KITV4's Catherine Cruz has the latest.
The evaluations are designed to tie performance to pay. That's troubling to teachers because it includes scores from students as young as kindergarten.
They're too young. They won't be able to really digest the questions. And that was one of the concerns for many of the elementary school teachers.
The teachers union raised other red flags, like making sure the evaluations were being rolled out fairly across the board by school administrators. And school principals balked because of the workload. Evaluations twice a year were just too much. Some say that would mean evaluating staff every single day of the school year.
I understand, that there was a lot of work and the change has been really hard, and, we did put people through a lot. There's no question about that. And it has been hard.
After much input by all sides, the school superintendent says the workload will be reduced. Teachers found to be highly effective or effective will be evaluated less often. That should reduce the workload by about 50%.
We're looking at a pretty significant reduction in the amount of time that is required to complete teacher evaluation.
It will cut down on their workload. So that, I think, is a very, very important part of this recommendation.
That means more time to focus on learning, and student input will not be given so much weight. Kindergarten through second grade will not be included, and general student surveys will not be tied directly to pay.
It's now more of a information and feedback for them as opposed to a direct score.
DOE says it's advised federal race to the top officials of the changes, but no feedback so far. So were the fears about the big federal hammer coming down hard overblown?
I'm sure there was fear, but I think there should be a feeling of comfort knowing that this year's implementation will be much different than last year's, and folks will have more time to focus on improvement.
Now the compromise comes just 2 weeks before classes start at multi-track schools, so officials were under the gun to roll something out. The evaluations cover about 13,000 teachers statewide. They say last year's evaluations will not affect most teachers, with the exception of new teachers who received unsatisfactory ratings. And we're told there are 2 of those this year. Back to you, Paula, Angie.